Before we get too deep into this video, I just want to say that even though you see me training with knives and edged weapons and training for the use of knives and edged weapons, this is not all that we do, and none of us would ever want to get into a knife fight. It's just part of the art that I teach, Eskrima, and it is part of what I love to do and what I love to train. But as a martial artist and a person who teaches the use of edged weapons and other weapons for self-defense and self-protection, I understand use of force models, and I understand that I need to be able to use what is generally called reasonable force to the situation. I can't just pull out my knife and start slashing and stabbing people willy-nilly the second I am worried about my personal safety. Awareness, de-escalation, personal choices, personal boundaries, all of that are the primary self-defense techniques that I practice. That is what much of my self-defense is based on. This is just one of a myriad of things that I teach and train. If you're going to train for the combative use of edged weapons, your training knives, your practice knives, should reflect that which you carry. So if you carry a 6-inch blade, your training knife should be a 6-inch knife. If you carry a variety of knives or cutting tools in your everyday rotation, your training knife should reflect this. You should use multiple knives or train with the smallest knife that you carry, or a training knife that reflects the smallest knife that you carry. One of the disciplines I practice is the Medusa edged weapon system. This was the creation of Seth and Mike Raymond, and it is something that has enhanced my Filipino martial arts incredibly and gives me a system that allows me to teach what knife violence looks like in a systemized way. And I believe that everyone who does knife-based martial arts like Eskrima or Arnis should have something like the Medusa edged weapon system as a base, because this really helps you to keep your knife combatives realistic and is really a good reminder of why you would never want to face the blade if you could at all help it. I also practice the Western Piper method under Dean Franco, which really enhances all of these things as well. Western Piper adds a level of deceit and subterfuge, which is really important when it comes to knife handling for combative purposes. However, the skills that you gain from practicing Filipino martial arts can enhance these systems as well, and there are a few people who actually do these systems who do not have a background in Eskrima, Arnis, or Kali. Western Piper and Medusa are very point-driven, which makes them excellent systems for using improvised weapons such as a pen or a railway spike or anything you can pick up off the ground that has a point to it. When it comes to improvised weapons, it is important to understand that very few things you pick up are going to have an edge. However, if you live a lifestyle where you carry cutting tools, then you should know how to use your knife in both the cut and the thrust. And you should know how to use the edge of a weapon that you may have to improvise from a cutting tool that you keep on your person on a day-to-day basis, because if something terrible happens, you may have to use that cutting tool as a weapon, as an improvised weapon. And let's be honest, there are an awful lot of people who carry knives as specifically tools of self-protection. And if you're going to do that, you need to know how to use the tool. The tool that you carry will dictate the skill sets that you should train. Many people believe that the thrust is superior to the cut when it comes to stopping someone, but that really depends on the thrust. Indiscriminate thrusting into the torso quite often is not very effective at stopping someone quickly, whereas a thrust to the eye or to the face or to the throat can be very quick fight stoppers. Scott Babb's system, the Libra Knife Fighting Guild, really goes into detail with this. And if you're interested in disabling limbs and using these tactics, you should really look at Mike Janich's Martial Blade Concepts, because he goes into great detail on it. It is an excellent system. If you are going to carry a knife for personal protection, you should choose a tool that reflects the training and background that you have, and you should choose a tool that is very adaptable. And make sure you choose something that is a workhorse, that is a tool that you can use as a work knife, because that is what it will be used for the most. You will probably never have to pull it for a self-defense situation. Hopefully that is something that you don't have to do, but you will cut stuff and cut material and use it for chores every single day once you start carrying. Other people you need to look at in the knife combatives world are James Keating and Kelly Warden. They are the godfathers of knife combatives, as well as Craig Douglas of Shivworks. These men have been giving out a lot of material that you can benefit from just by searching their social media. I've chosen the Medusa Edged Weapon System and Western Piper to be the combatives that I've added to my Filipino martial arts. But, all of these gentlemen have lots to offer, and there's a lot of knowledge that is out there that you can take from and add to your Filipino martial arts. Knife combatives and Eskrima should be blended together, and the tactics from knife combatives should be added to your Eskrima, and your Eskrima should give your knife combatives a little more depth. I love blending all of these systems together. For me, this just makes sense. My Eskrima is improved by the honesty of the Medusa Edged Weapon System, and my Eskrima gives the Medusa Edged Weapon System more depth. And if you really want to learn more about it and you want to find more details on this, please support my Patreon. Thank you.